There are 5 things that you must do if you want to succeed on Etsy in 2025. And I'm going to cover those 5 right now. All right. So, number 1, getting right to it. I've said this a lot on this channel, and that is building a brand. If you're building a brand, what do we need? We need a specific niche that we are going after. So, number 1 is establishing a niche. Okay. If it's in the wedding niche, then okay, start there. That's broad. Maybe we drill down a little bit. Maybe we're going to just go after groomsmen. All right. And we're going to say gifts for groomsmen. And then we're going to go, maybe we're going to do gifts for bride. We're then going to start to build that out, but we are going to be a wedding brand. Okay. So getting very specific on the niche is super, super important. And I can't stress that enough. All right. Now, let me just call a little timeout here. The things that I'm going over right now, it's everything that I've been doing now for the last, close to 20 years, but I would say online over 15 years, building multiple 6 and 7 figure e-commerce brands. All right. I actually put together, which is more tailored for the Etsy seller. I actually put together a guide. It's the 100K roadmap. If you want a copy of that, it's basically what I'm covering here today. Just put 100K in the comments and I'll send you a copy. All right. The number one thing that I talk about in that guide is starting with your niche. Because if we don't have that, everything else we're going to do here isn't going to make sense. All right. So number 1, choosing the niche and making sure you're not just choosing the niche, you're validating that there are actual people searching for the products that are in that niche. All right. Number 2, creating multiple products that a customer can buy. Extremely important. Again, going back to number 1, this is why we start with a niche. If you're in the wedding niche, how many other things can you get that one person to buy that's related to that? Okay. If someone's into bass fishing, well, we might have a bass fishing apron that the husband is going to wear while he's cooking the fish that he caught, right, with a saying on it. But then there might also be a sweatshirt. There might also be a koozie that you put around the beer mug. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can think of for that same customer that they could bundle together. All right. The thing that's cool about that is then when we're running Etsy ads or we're driving traffic, we have a potential now to increase that cart size. Okay. Which is extremely important. The other thing is Etsy rolled out a bundle feature now. What do I mean? Well, now you can select up to 3 products that can be suggested to be purchased together. And all you got to do is check a box and it'll add it to the cart and they can just check out and create a nice sale for you. Okay. It's a nice order that will take a $20 order and bring it maybe to a $60 or an $80 or even a $100 order. All right. So the second thing there is creating multiple products that are in demand, by the way, meaning these are products that people are actually searching for. Okay. Now, number 3, optimizing for SEO and conversions. There's 2 parts here. The SEO side is, like I said, you want to make sure that you're going after keywords that people are searching for. Gift for bride. Okay. Gift for wedding. Okay. And I'm just using gift as an example because we all know that Etsy has really put a lot of time and energy into their gift mode. So we know that they're pushing that. So that's just an example. We want to go after searches. We don't want to think, oh, I think that's what they're searching for. We want to know what they're searching for. And that's how we're going to optimize our listing. We're going to optimize the title. We're going to optimize our tags. We're going to optimize the description. Anything that we can do to tell Etsy what that listing is about, we are going to do. Now, the conversion side is a little bit different. We are now, let's say that we get someone that clicks on our listing, they go into our listing, and now they're like, oh, they're kind of like looking through everything, right? What are the things that are going to make them convert to a sale? There's a lot of different factors here. Okay. One that comes to mind for me is the images, because that's something that I think people don't put enough time into. Your images are representing your product, the quality, and actually the perception of your brand, the quality of your brand. If you shoot something with a crappy picture, it kind of makes it feel like you're going to walk into a crappy shop. Just saying. So we want those pictures to be really, really nice. There's other things that we can do to increase the conversion. We can run a sale, and now we get that little strike through with the green number that basically shows, oh, there's something different here. Okay. We can add free shipping to it. That'll help with conversions. We can get more reviews. There's a bunch of different things. And actually, we created a playbook where we analyzed 25 top converting listings. And we did this for ourselves internally because we wanted to really know, is there anything we're missing? And there was some things that we were missing, but we did this for 25 Etsy shops, Etsy listings, and they were above 3%. And we put it into a playbook. It's about 85 pages long. If you want a copy of that, there is a charge because we paid a designer to make it more user-friendly. It's $10. If you want a copy, just go ahead and put conversion in the comments. Just put conversion in the comments and I'll send you a link. All right. Now, conversions, like I said, really important. And we can go for probably an hour on that. All right. But I want to keep moving on here. The fourth thing is we need to change the mindset that all we're going to do is focus on SEO. We're only going to focus on organic search free traffic. Okay. There's so many people competing for traffic right now. It's going to be hard for you to separate yourself. So in the very beginning, especially if we're launching a brand new product, we want to get eyeballs on day one. How do you do that? You pay for it. You have the Etsy ads that they have available. You turn them on. We have them at our disposal. We can use them. Okay. Yes, we're paying for them. But what we want to do is we want to inject sales into the algorithm for our products and our shop. So how do we do that? We start with a low budget, maybe $2 a day, $5 a day. And we're not waiting for the algorithm to find us. Okay. We're basically telling Etsy, hey, put us out there in front of people you think that would be interested in our product. Now, we do need to make sure that we are optimizing for SEO, because if we don't have the right keywords, the search, the Etsy ads isn't going to know who to target either. So that's why that's really important. Okay. So that's why in that one step, yes, SEO optimization is important. But the other part of that, what I just talked about, was the conversion optimization. And that's also extremely important, because if we're paying to drive traffic there, you better believe it. We want to try to convert that as quick as possible, right? Because we're paying for it. So again, that's why I would grab a copy of that playbook, by the way. If you want a copy, just put conversions in the comments and I'll make sure you get a link. I think that's probably one of the most important pieces in this, is because we're optimizing for conversions. And if we're running ads, we need to do that. All right. So that's what I'd say there. The fifth thing, if we want to succeed on Etsy in 2025, is we need to also have diversification amongst our traffic channels. One of them is email. Okay. And I know people are going to say, but Scott, you can't use email. Etsy doesn't want you to use email. That's not true. Okay. What they don't want you to do is just send emails randomly to your customers without their permission. Okay. They actually have a share and save feature built in. Okay. It's a little over a year old, and they built that feature for us to drive our own traffic. And then they reward us for driving traffic by giving us a discount on our fees. Okay. So we know that they want us to do it. We just have to get permission. How do you get permission? Well, in your little welcome message, you can invite them to what I like to call our VIP club. All right. And we just thank them for their order, tell them that we're preparing it. It'll be shipped out shortly. And before you go, I'd like to invite you to our VIP club. And then what I do is I build a little landing page, a little web page inside of Everbee email. This is a little shameless plug right here for Everbee email. That's who we use. You can set up a page probably in about 5 minutes, and you can have this in your welcome message. But basically what we'll do is we'll create this little page, and we'll basically say, hey, get 25% off your first order, or join our VIP club, get 25% off your first order. But again, if you want more information on Everbee email, head on over to brandcreators.com/Everbee, and you can sign up over there. They actually have a free version that you can sign up for, and you get all of the other cool things that they do, like for product research and even keyword research, all of that stuff. So definitely check it out, brandcreators.com/Everbee. All right. But then once you start collecting the email, now we can send emails. Okay. And by sending emails, we're now able to drive our own traffic. Since they rolled out the share and save link that they give us now, we have generated over $10,000 just from email. Okay. Just from email. And these emails are not fancy, by the way. I'm writing them. Okay. They're not fancy. But email marketing is a big piece, and really moving into 2025 and beyond. it's still going to be a main driver for traffic. And you're also going to be able to help yourself rank higher because we're giving the algorithm what it really wants, and that is sales. All right. They want sales. If the algorithm gets sales, it's going to notify the algorithm gods and say, hey, send them some more traffic because they're converting really good with their sales. And then they're going to bump you up. As long as you are optimized for the keywords that you want to show up for, you will then start to show up higher in the search. All right. So those are the 5 things that I think are a must if you want to succeed on Etsy in 2025.